Hey everyone, a very different kind of video today. I'm actually going to be going to Vend at the Front Row Card Show, and I just want to bring up some of the inventory I have. So a lot of this is going to be for sale, and I mean it won't be sale online, but it's all my product that I'm bringing to Front Row Card Show, and this is kind of just go over a glimpse of it, and I'll kind of describe what I'm bringing to and why I'm bringing things. This isn't my entire inventory. Everything else that's left that's not part of my inventory that I'm bringing are usually my personal collection, right? And a lot of extras. And yeah, I just want to go over a lot of the slabs. This is like a huge mountain of slabs, by the way. I'm going to go over each pile, starting from lowest value to older and expensive cards. And a lot of it will be alt arts too that I'll actually have in graded cards. But yeah, I'm gonna go over this first pile, and actually let's go over with the singles instead. So this is a huge pile of singles that I'm bringing. They're all tabletted already. Some of these have extras I'm not going to show in the case, but this is what I'm going to show in the case, and here are the respective values. A lot of things I do keep in market or below market, but some things that I wouldn't mind keeping, like these bubble mews that are English, are marked up a little bit higher, just to see if anyone wants to buy it. If not, people still haggle. And yeah, so I have a bunch of bubble mews. I have a Giratina V. This is so expensive recently. A lot of these are recent prices that I did as of this Thursday. So this Pikachu I was fortunate enough to get. Lugia V. This one just keeps increasing too. Latias EX. This is very popular. Latios to go along with it. I always put things that are like similar, close together, so they sometimes the buyers will notice that they're close together and might just want to buy both, so that helps me out. Some of these cards I've had for a while, but in the last couple of weeks I was trying to buy a lot of collections. I'm trying to buy for around like 70-80%, usually at 80%, which pretty much loaded me with a lot of singles and slabs. This one I've had since Japan. I got some more bangers here too. Look at all of these. These Charizard EXs, I think they're gonna fall a little bit, so I might actually go down on the price a little bit for these guys. The Japanese version too, very nice. I have like so many of these in Japanese PSA 10s. Charizard V, VMAX. Yeah, these are just like awesome. I just wanted one of each kind of to round everything out, and I do have some extras for these, but I'm keeping all my extras in a different pile. These are all kind of like, I'm going to display them and make sure they get fully displayed in my cases. See, Tropical CX. I won't ever put out more than usually two, because if you have too many, then people don't want to even buy it, or they'll keep going like, oh, I want to look at the best condition one because I want to grade it as a PSA 10, etc. Machamp V, Vaporeon, this is nice. Got this from a small little collection. Jasmine's Gaze, Perrin, Mewtwo GX, Master Balls. Master Balls are nice. This is just one of the higher value Master Balls I'm keeping in the top loader for single sales. The other ones are all in my binder. But look at that. So many cool cards. And it's so hard pricing these out too. You kind of have to price it the day before you fly over to the show. Yeah, look at these. Yeah, these are very nice. Near mint, the original Moonbrown has shot up. I have this one in LP. This one, some Charizards. A near mint Blastoise from base set. Really, really good condition on this one. Shadowless Blastoise, that's very highly played. Got another Blastoise that's probably in MP condition. You see all those white edges. First edition Nidoking, this is kind of sweet. It's pretty good condition too, considering the age of it. I had this, like, the price is put at a MP condition pretty much. Nidoqueen, Steelix, first edition Celebi. This is actually, everything's good about that card except this little crease here. Typhlosion, Scizor, Meganium. Very, very nice cards. And some more. I actually have a lot of Squirtles and sealed Ancient Mews that I have a bunch of. I'm just putting in these card savers. Excuse me while I put everything back in my case, since a lot of it's in order and I want to make sure they stay in order. And I feel like the later you go, I mean, the earlier you go, the more time you get to set up. So definitely, I'm gonna go to the show and set up very early, and make sure I'm all good. I have actually too many slabs for the 2 cases that I'm renting, so yeah, a lot of it probably won't even be shown. Yeah, I'll show you some of these cool slabs I got. Some I've had for a while, some are very new, like these. I bought these from a small collection. Very, very nice. Like, this Pikachu is just so awesome in the town too. And if you didn't remember during COVID times, this thing was really, really expensive. Everything's since dropped. Very unique cards. See, I'm not even sure if I can display all these in my cases, but you'll see all the prices up here too. I have a lot of Charizards. These are just my Japanese Charizards, which Japanese don't sell as fast. So I'm putting them in the back a little bit. More Charizards. This Charizard is actually different. They reprinted. So 1 in Obsidian and 1 in Paldean Fates. If you didn't see the text here. Bunch of these. I have like 4 more of these. More English Charizards, some Japanese. Japanese is just like, it's really hard to sell, so you kind of have to see how much space you have. Some PSA 10 Galarian Galleries. These are very nice. Japanese Growlithe. If you didn't know, this is a PSA 10, but the English version is 300, and the Japanese version is only 40. Isn't that crazy? Same with this Raichu. It's like more than 100 in English PSA 10, but Japanese is only 35. Same art and everything. Probably Japanese cards are even cleaner, but everyone wants the 10s since they're harder to grade, right? So I got a lot of 151. I have these right next to each other, which is nice. They're not sequential or anything, but kind of cool to keep. And see, a lot of these illustration rares, art rares. I don't have the only thing I'm missing in here is actually a PSA 10 Charmeleon. But I have the rest of the evolutions here, as well as a gold switch. One of the harder things to sell are CGC cards, but these are perfect. Yeah, they're pretty nice. And the last sale for this guy was actually $850 on eBay a long time ago. It actually doesn't show up on the recent comps anymore, but that's what I remember. And the lowest one on eBay right now is like 900. So I have this for $750. So I'm gonna put these back in my case. And then show you more. I'm just kind of like discussing what I'm bringing, and also kind of like if you're a newer vendor or anything, this might give you some tips. Do whatever you want with the information I'm giving. But look, yeah, I have even more. Let's put it here. These are the bigger bangers. Look at these guys. They're really expensive now. And the raw value of this is like 50. The raw value of this is like 50, 60, and look how much the PSA 10 is. It's just so hard to grade, right? $300. Like, I don't know how well I'm gonna sell them. It's kind of like an experiment for myself. Recent solds for these Umbreons, this guy is actually more expensive for some reason. I just priced everything out today, so you're seeing very accurate pricing. If you do go to Front Row Vegas, if you see me, yeah, like give me a shout out and we can talk more about Pokemon, or if you want to buy some of these slabs, I'll be more than happy to sell. These guys are very, very cool. Sequential certifications too. I just have them both for 75. I'm not really sure what the price is, but very, very cool for whoever collects these arts like that. Pikachu 100. This is one of the OG jungle ones. Yeah, 100 is the last sale, which is very cool. This guy's been going up like crazy. I had this for 150 maybe like 3 months ago. It's jumped up to 250 and it hasn't sold, which is crazy. But I haven't been doing too many card shows. This is going to be one of the biggest ones I've done as a vendor. Pocket V-Stars. This is very cool. 10 and a 9. You can see that the prices for some reason just kept increasing with the new year. Clearing Rapidash, a cool Rainbow Tyranitar, Sableye tag team. Got some cool Glaceons. So this isn't a 10, but Japanese. So much cheaper, right? English, I have a 9, 10, 10. They're all sequential certs though. I don't know if I can sell it all together, but it's very nice to just keep them together, and people will notice them and buy them if they notice that they're sequential certs, because a lot of people collect those. Jolteon VMAX. This one's been here for a while. I had it set at 45. I recently saw the price that changed to 55, so very happy about that. Seems like all of the evolutions are just going up because of Terrestrial Festival. Houndoom PSA 10, Beedrill, alternate art. This is such a nice art for a Beedrill. Shining Steelix. I actually reduced the price on this. It was like 180, but now it's like 170 for a 6. Blaziken V. These are like lower ended, but it's kind of like it depends who goes, right, and what cards they want. It's easier selling these kind of slabs that are between 50 to 100. It's harder to sell anything above 200 unless you really go to a collector if they want to do a 80% trade or something like that. So these are actually like bread and butter for a lot of people, because a lot of people don't want to spend that much. They probably budget $1,000 for these kind of shows, but then they will try to buy more than just rather one card, right? Because if you buy one card, then the show is over for you. You're done, right? So people want to add things like singleton PSA 10s is what I collect. A lot of people want to do that too. So I got Mewtwo GX. I have like 3 of these. I'm very happy. Mewtwo V. Yeah, a lot of these are like what you see is what I'm selling, but I don't really have them in my personal collection anymore because, well, I mean, I have one of each in my personal collection, but everything else I usually try to sell. Other than cards I'm like actively collecting multiple copies of. This guy's like 300 raw in English, but for a 9 it's only 120, and then for a 10 it's like hitting around 200. Same price as like a Bubble Mew in the Japanese form too. This guy too. I feel like this would sell very fast. $90. I bought a couple for retail. These guys are graded. I have like 4 more of these. Very beautiful cards actually. Terrapagos. Yeah, a lot of these are Japanese. I have a ton of these EVs. I'm just starting to sell them. Yeah, the art's just really cool, and it's a 10, right? It's a steal. An English raw is like $60. For 55, and the 10 is really good. This one I marked up a little bit. I think the average sale is around like $50 on eBay. More of these Pikachus. People like them. Japanese or not. Sabrina's Gengar, Dark Gengar, and Giratina. It's crazy because this is like $300 in English now. As a 10 in Japanese, it's only 120. To me, it's such a steal because essentially, I don't know, it's like a PSA 8 now. But essentially, it's the same art, right? Why not just pick it up? Monkey Dory. This guy's like a $15 card in raw, but there's not that many 10s out there. So people who want to collect the SIRs for all the new sets really do need this. So I'm hoping to sell that one soon. Leafeon. These guys are harder to sell, actually. First edition Polygraph. This is actually my first edition ever, and I graded it and I got a 5. It's hard to grade vintage now, but people who want these will still try to get them. Dark Blastoise in a 6 first edition, very nice. I thought about cracking it out and just putting it in my binder, but I mean, I don't mind selling it as a slab. Got a 10 of the Celebrations Blastoise, and more of these Blastoise. Like this is just $40. I have a 9 for a base set 2. A lot of these increased in price actually. Yeah, very beautiful cards. Oh, okay, let me put these back. Yeah, these are not even all the slabs. I have a lot of extras, but the best thing to do is just put one of each out. If people want more, you can ask if they want to buy more, but to save case space, it's very important to allocate the space, right? I'll show off all of these graded card ones later. For now, some of the bigger hitters. Flareon first edition 9, very cool. Got a 9 Lugia. Same price as the raw. Japanese Rainbow Lugia from Super Burst Impact, 108. Yeah, I have it for 235. This is so cheap. The English one's like hitting 500. Charizard V-Star in the 10. I have so many of these. Like, I'm debating if I should take some out of my personal collection, but they've all since gone up, so I can sell them slowly. The Japanese version, 25th, which is arguably better looking than the English one. But everyone wants English, so it's only slightly more. Charizard VMAXs, my bread and butter. I love these guys. I have like 4 more of the 10s, 1 more of the 9s. More Charizards. I got this recently graded back. I have a 9 already, and I have an 8 in the stamp reverse. So I'm gonna try to sell this one. Oh. These are all very, very fair market prices that are stickered. A lot of people will still try to haggle. If they want to buy a lot, I usually give them like 10% off. But if not, then yeah, I'm okay shaving off like 5% to 7%, depending on the card. But some of the ones that are very liquid, I don't want to sell for too much less than the market price, because they'll move regardless. There's a lot of people who do Whatnot and other vendors who want to like lowball and give like 80%. I'm usually kind of like no, because I sometimes have to buy at 80% just to keep up with the market, right? So I don't want to sell them at 80%, even if they're picking up a bunch of stuff. They probably have to pick up all my low end too, to make me even go close to 80%. Charizard V. Paldean Fates Japanese, so cheap compared to the English one. I actually just traded an English one away for a Mario Pikachu, which we'll see soon too. Charizard V, very nice. I think it's the same as the raw price now. I have so many of these, like 4 more of these in my extra bin. Charizard EX, just iconic Charizards. So they're doing the Blooming Waters 151 boxes. I wonder what the market's gonna do to the raw ones and the graded ones. They're gonna definitely put more in the supply, but 151 is just like everyone kind of missed out on 151. They just always want 151. Of course, it'll make the prices dip a little bit, but they're still gonna go up in the long run. It's crazy. Like, I wish I held on to more of these in the 10. Charizard EX. This guy had a massive jump too. I could buy them from vendors for 40 bucks at one point. Now they're like 60 to 70 for a raw one, and like 300 for a 10. Got this in the 10. I think these are actually worth keeping. Everyone kind of slept on these, and now they're like getting more expensive, and they're still pretty cheap, and they're all alt arts. Don't forget. Yeah, very nice. Dark Charizard. And this guy's so hard to grade. Oh my gosh. I would kind of like, like if I don't sell it, I don't mind keeping it. But I think market price is only 240. But I just love it at 250. I changed so many price stickers today. 1 second. I want to put this back. Here's another. This is the last pile, and it's all the big hitters. Like, it's pretty huge. If you do the math on it, I've done the math on what I've had in this pile alone. It's like more than 10K. So, Lugia, first edition, very nice. It has a swirl right here. I put a little sticker here just to denote it. Some people will pay more for the swirl, but this is actually right at market. This one, I had it for 1.4K for a while, but it has, like, the most recent sale was only 1.2K, so I marked it as 1.2K. No subgrades on this one, oddly enough. I don't know who graded this, but I got it for around, I think I got it for 70% of what it was worth at that time, which was like 1.3K. So either way, I make some profit on it if it sells. And here are the bangers. Okay, first edition Dragonite PSA 8, however, for 350. That's one of the most recent sales. I'm just gonna move the camera a little bit more centered here. Latias EX. I graded this myself, actually. I bought this, I think, for 80%. And I saw how good the condition was. There's no white dots. The centering is maybe like a little bit off, but wow. I'm very happy this came back in the 10. I did not get upcharged for this one. $750. That is crazy. And I feel like the Pikachu, the Latias, it depends how much certain Sparks is printed, but they might just keep going up because I think people really want to collect these. And you can see what I do too. I put the graded card on reverse, and I put the sticker on the graded card's plastic instead of the Pokemon slab. But later on, I just have to kind of like poke it out and take it out, right? Yeah, very cool. The graded cards definitely add some bling to your case. And people want to like, because I'm going to be selling graded cards too, people want to sample them and see what they feel like if they've never had a graded card. Lugia V, one of my favorite cards. I don't even want to show you my personal collection. I have like 5 of these sitting in my personal collection, 2 of them for sale. I'm going to bring for front row. Yeah, it just keeps going up. I remember these were at like $325 before. Another cool one, first edition non-holo Dark Charizard and 9. The dark Pokemon are definitely going to go up. And I've already seen a lot of the prices go up because the Team Rocket Returns set is going to be coming out in Japanese and English later on. This guy is really cool. I got like a bad submission. I don't know if you recall, like I put that YouTube video, and this Mew was the highlight of that return because everything else I got were 9s. I sent in so many bubble Mews. I got like 4 9s and then 1 10. But then this Mew got a 10, and this guy's worth far more. And I think I got this Mew as a throw-in, like when I bought a binder, and it graded and got a 10 to my surprise. And there's not that many of these getting sold. There was one that sold recently for $1,000, so I have it marked a little bit less. Not too many last holds on this guy, but I wonder if it'll do well and sell this weekend. Shiny Tyranitar I got from a small little collection buy. Happy I got this at like maybe 80%. Yeah, very cool. The shinings go very, very fast. I don't know if you've watched, there's so many videos where vendors will talk about what sells, and the shinings, the gold stars, alt arts, they all sell very, very fast. If you're lucky to have Poncho Pikachus or Van Gogh Pikachus, those sell very fast too. Very popular Pokemon sell very fast as well, like this Umbreon from such a like legendary set, which is Hidden Fates. I took this one out of my personal collection. I think I've held on to it for long enough. I averaged the last 3 to get this number. Very, very cool card. Shinings, yeah, Shining sell. So I should put this Shining Tyranitar with the Shining Mewtwo. And probably get that Steelix there too. This is one card that I took out of my PC. I just feel like it's a 1, and I got this for maybe $1,000 trade-in. So I want to try to profit off this one now. So yeah, I'm selling for 1.7K. This is the holo, not the reversed. And it is in beat shape, but people like PSA 1s. I know this is going to get a lot of buzz at Front Row Card Show. Same with the next card here. I got this. Someone traded to me thinking it was a PSA 1. I graded myself, got a PSA 2, which is probably the same worth as a PSA 1. But very cool card. It has a lot of small little creases, but no huge damage. It looks really, really nice though. Like I kind of want to keep it, but I also do want to, like, I don't want to keep low level PSA. Like I want at least a 7 on these guys. So if I have enough capital, then I might just buy a 7 on by myself. But for now, I'm okay selling them. This guy was like a 6.5 CGC, and I cracked it out, sent it in, got a 5 at PSA, which I'm very happy about because the PSA 5 is worth way more than a CGC 6.5. And I traded some magic cards for this at around like 600, 700 value. Very nice. Definitely want to take my profit here if I can. This guy, there's not too many recent sales. There's one recent sale for like $930. I rounded it up a little bit to $950. But an 8 is very hard. Like this one has, I think it's just that little corner whitening that bumped it down to an 8. But this is such a grail card for a lot of people. Yeah, we'll see who bites and if this gets traded or if this gets bought. Pikachu VMAX, iconic. This guy used to be way more expensive, but like Vivid Voltage. I wonder if Surging Sparks will follow that Vivid Voltage trend, right, and just go straight down after it gets printed more. Because there's so many like Vivid Voltage. Some are even sitting on shelves today. But yeah, rainbow cards aren't as popular. People love alt arts way more. Here's iconic card. I actually have many of these in my personal collection. I'm bringing 3 different row, and I had this price at 600 for like 3 weeks now because I knew it was gonna hit that number. And I'm checking January 2nd right now, and the last sold was 600. It's just been inching up. It's the most popular card. I always get asked about this, so if you don't have your copy, get it now. Like, it's only gonna go up. It's gonna go in the I always tell this to everybody. I'm like, I think it's gonna go in the trajectory of the Munch promos. If you saw the Munch promos, there's like an Eevee, a Pikachu, a Rowlet, a Psyduck, and those are in Japanese. They're Japanese promos for a reason, right? But this is an English promo that I was giving on in the UK and in EMEA, right? It's English. Like, people want English, and it's a Pikachu promo that's exclusive in English, and you can see that the price is just going up all the time. Get more of these. I was able to. I was fortunate enough to buy like 14 of them in tens from Bulbasaur, back when it was like 290, and now they doubled up. It's crazy. So if you haven't already, buy this now. If you can get for 500, go ahead and get it. If you can get the raws and you can grade it, do that too. Here's another iconic breakout star. I have this for 300, this for 200. 300 is a little, the English one has gone down actually, but the 10 is still it's still 700. I have 5 in my personal collection myself, and I'm gonna keep them there. But anything else, I'm gonna sell. I have a lot of Japanese Bulba Mews too. These are I was acquiring from Japan, like for 150, 160 cost basis, and I have plenty more in grading, because I graded a lot of raws too. Very, very cool cards, just iconic. And I put them in these baby blue graded cards, and I'm gonna bring a lot of these baby blues to the card show and see how they do too, because it just perfectly matches, right? Another one. This one I bought for like maybe 120, 150. I think it was 100. I think 140 yen in back in the day, and when I went to Japan, and I graded it, got a 10, and it was going for 280 at some point. But then recently, the last holds have been 390 or above. So this is just iconic waifu card that everyone likes. Lily is just like, I think one of the most expensive trainers in a 10 is also a Lily. But a lot of the waifu trainers have dropped down. But I mean, this is gonna, I want to film move. That's definitely very cool. And I have these. I actually just changed the price for a lot of these. Vintage has been spiking up, if you didn't already know. Venusaur was at like 800 for a while. This Charizard, I bought this for 750, and it was only worth like 700 at the time. So the most recent sold is 900. It's kind of insane. This one was priced at like 350 for a long time, and I just changed the price to 450 to today in the morning. So yeah, these are just iconic, and I'm not selling them sequentially or anything. It's just kind of like, if people want to buy them, they'll buy them, but it looks good, right? It's a green, red, blue graded card, and it's just so iconic to see all these 3 together. So they're going to be like laid out like this in my cases in full view, and if buyers want to buy some, then sure. I'm trying to raise cash so I can do more buyouts. I'm always low on cash, so that's why I feel like I could take some things out of my personal collection and then sell them. But recently I've been getting so many good PSA submissions back, so I'm able to kind of add even more to what I'm gonna sell. But yeah, like this much, I did some calculations on it. It's already like 1.2k worth of stuff. Yeah, just very cool. Like, I love vintage, but vintage doesn't sell. So if I can get out of the vintage and get more into ultra modern PSA 10s, then I'll be very happy with that. I also have some cards that I'm wondering if I should actually be letting go of, such as the PSA 10 Umbreon, the Umbreon 215, the Moonbreon, and also I have a PSA 10 Pikachu 10 that's a gold celebration card that recently just went up to $900. It's quite insane. Yeah, let me put these back and I'll show you some of the extras I have too. These are some of the extras I have. These I didn't price out as strictly yet. But look, I have a Lugia, mini Bubble Mews in Japanese. I have so many of these. Hopefully people will buy them and I just replace them in the case. Got some 9s too. These are 2 more Van Goghs that I had. More Charizards. Just 1 English one, but I have like 4 more Japanese ones. Very, very cool. Got another 25th. Have a Japanese Paldean Fates one. And even more. These are sequential. I was gonna keep them, but I'm totally okay selling them too. So yeah, this is a lot of what I'm bringing to the card shows. And let me put these back and I'll just, I mean, I can give you some more tips. I'm gonna bring a lot of pricing stickers, a lot of PSA perfect fit sleeves, like the sleeves that go on top of these. Since I never like to put stickers on the slab itself because it could leave some residue that's hard to get off. So always do that instead. Bring multiple Sharpies. A lot of people ask if they can borrow your pen, for example. It's like kind of like you need to just have a lot of the supplies available for you so you don't have to run out and go get it yourself. You also have to have a lot of space. I'm bringing my binders this time because I have a lot of singles and I just want to sell a lot of the singles. I'd rather keep everything in slabs, but somehow I always buy collections and they're all just a ton of singles. But you can definitely profit a lot on singles because some people will just sell you whole collections and then you can piece everything out and you make way more than what you put in, right? So that's my plan. A lot of whatnot sellers, a lot of buyouts happen at these big huge events too. There's a lot of chances for you to just profit and sell everything you have that you couldn't sell at smaller shows, for example. Yeah, a lot of pricing stickers, a lot of bring a lot of penny sleeves, card savers. Typically, if I see cards I want to grade, I put them in card savers directly, so it just saves me the trouble of everything. And also, I'm bringing a lot of graded cards to sell. I'm trying to get a lot of colors out. Colors that I recommend are usually yellow for Pikachu, orange for Charizard, and light blue for Bubble Mews. It's just crazy. Like, white and black are also very popular too. Yeah, that's it. I'm not bringing any of my personal collection. Everything I have, I'm bringing that. I'm planning to sell. They have a pricing sticker and they're all ready to go. It's also very important to keep your prices updated and like the week before the show or even the days before the show, you should have all your things priced. Maybe a week before the show is a little too fast, but have everything priced and ready to go because like when the doors open, it's gonna be nonstop. I won't be doing, well, I'm still kind of deciding if I should do like a vendor POV or anything. I don't think I have enough time for that. I'm gonna see how it goes, and then if I feel comfortable, then I'll do a vendor POV. I do have all the equipment other than a microphone. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's gonna be my biggest card show I'm gonna be vending at. So if you want to say hi to me, if you're going, then comment on this video and tell me. I'm very excited for that. I was arguably more excited for that than like New Year's and Christmas combined, just because I wanted to see how it will be vending at a show. And this year I actually went to Vegas already like 2 other times, so like I like Vegas a lot. And now it's the new year. I get to go with some of my vendor friends. It's gonna be really, really fun. But another thing is just be safe. If you're vending at a big show, have your camera on all times. Have your this guy, right? This guy's 200 mAh. This will keep my camera on the whole freaking day. I need to make sure I bring this and my stands and make sure that I'm ready to go, right? Yeah, thank you all for watching this video, and if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll try to respond to all the comments. And And yeah, like, you see all these prices. I don't think I need to add any more prices. But if you do see me at the show, say hi. I'm gonna be vending in one of the premium tables, which are closer to the entrance, and I'll have many signs up. I don't have like a tablecloth yet or anything. No big signs. It's just gonna be small signs that sit around the table. But thank you all for watching this video, and just let me know. Like and subscribe as well. I'm happy I'm getting more subscribers too. And yeah, I'll see you all later.